We are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephants are with the same. We have won to save Ghana. The elephants are with the same. We have won to save Ghana. We are new to save Ghana. The elephants are with the same. We have won to save Ghana. Thank you.
When I was the national youth organizer, I modified the motto a little. Commitment without inducement with little motivation. So commitment with little motivation. It has always been a pleasure for me to address members of Tescon, which without doubt has over the years proven to be the intellectual organ of the party and of course the breeding ground for future leaders of our party and government. I have no doubts that amongst you are future national officers of the party, future regional officers of the party, future constituency officers of the party, and above all, future government officials of the party, and again, future president of this country. The youth today are the future of Ghana and the world. You embody the hope of our nation, and indeed, for us in the Dankwabusia Dombo tradition, young people represent the life and soul of our tradition. You are the eyes of our party. You are the mouthpiece of our party. And you are the ears of our party. Over the years, you have remained very instrumental in promoting the ideas and the ideals of our beloved party. You have served as the fulcrum around which the party's campaign strategy revolves, availing yourselves in helping turn the electoral fortunes of the party through hard work and sacrifices, with or without inducement, as you say. For this and many other roles you have always played in the party is eternally grateful. I stand on behalf of the National Executive Committee to again express our sincere gratitude to you, the members of Tescon, for your devotion, steadfastness, sacrifices, spirit of volunteerism, and commitment to the cause of the party, particularly during 2016 and 2020 general election. Today we are in government because you have all contributed to making this possible for the party. Tescon indeed has come of age, and as you will recall, the 7th of December 2019, we celebrated the 20th anniversary of this great association in MPP. Of course, we cannot talk about Tescon and all its achievements in the past 20 years without talking about the youth wing under which Tescon was formed and operates. It is therefore a step in the right direction that in commending Tescon for all the achievements it has chalked, we also salute the National Youth Wing of the party and all its regional constituency branches across the country for bringing Tescon this far. And as it was noted, just within 3 years, under the able leadership of the National Youth Organizer, we've been able to increase our presence on our campuses by 37%. This is no mean achievement at all, and it deserves a very, very big clap. As I pointed out, It is the struggles of the youth wing that gave birth to Tescon, which has today become the intellectual organ of the party and the number one breeding ground of the party's leaders across all levels, from polling station to national. The youth wing spearheaded the relevant processes that eventually led to the amendment of the constitution of our party to allow Tescon to be part of the voting population of our party. I remember I was then the national youth organizer, and we managed to achieve this great feat. It is as a result of that you now have national officers, regional officers, constituency officers visiting you and encouraging you. This is something that is very, very important in order to ensure that you become part of the decision-making process of the party. You are a wing of the party. 247 of you will be part of taking decision to elect national officers of our party. And I can assure you that your vote really is one of the quality votes that we expect to have for the running of our party. This has given Tescon more recognition and strengthened the tertiary wing as it opened its wing for aspiring candidates. And very soon, if the National Council gives us the nod, when we open presidential flag bearership race, you see most of the presidential hopefuls visiting you on campus, and this is a great achievement for you. Breaking the eight, the role of Tescon. We've all been talking about breaking the eight. The approach should be that as young people, you must first and foremost realize that you are the greatest beneficiaries of the policies and programs of the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia government. And all these policies and programs will be at great risk if we allow the NDC to come back to power again. They will certainly collapse them because they have said so time without number. They do not believe in these laudable policies of our party and our government. Free SHS will be gone. NACO will be gone. NHIS will be gone. Planting for food and jobs will be gone. YEA employment models will be gone. Teachers training allowances will be gone. Nursing training allowances will be gone. Allowances for Arabic instructors will be no more. Capitation grant will be no more. Mobile money interoperability will be no more. Paperless post system will be gone. Digital address system will be no more. One constituency, one ambulance will be gone. Drones for the delivery of medical supplies will be gone. National identification system will be gone. NEP will be gone. One district, one factory will be gone. Youth employment opportunities will be gone. And in fact, everything will be gone. Nothing will be left. And we will be back to square one. So it is important that we know that the alternative is worse and scary. The NDC will certainly take us back to the era of unemployed graduates association. They will take us back to the IMF and their killer conditionalities. They will take us back to the days of Doomsor. They will take us back to the days of freezing public sector employment. They will take us back to the days where public sector workers who work for 2 years and more were only paid 3 months of their salary. They will certainly take us back to the days of economic stagnation. They will take us back to the days of impunity. They will take us back to the days of hopelessness. They will take us back to the days where students were compelled to pay their own utility bills on campus. You all remember that we were here before, when the NDC was in power. So this is not rocket science. It is real. We know them. We have lived with their experience, and we know how bitter it was. We will definitely revisit those dark days if you do not work very hard to make sure that the NDC does not come close to the corridors of power again. It is really and truly not always about what your party does for you now or does not do for you now. It is not about what I haven't gotten or whether I've got anything from my party and government. It is about your future. It is about my future. It is about your children's future. It is about your family. It is about your country's future. Let this consciousness be your biggest motivation to work hard for your party and government to break the AIDS. Go and tell our story to your colleagues in your dormitories, in your study groups, in your classrooms. Let them know how scary the NDC is. Nobody should be left behind. It is a fight for very survival and that of our generation. It is a fight for our prosperity. Having said that, I am not in any way suggesting that we will not do our part to support you. You cannot continue, or you can continue to give out your best for this party you love so much. I am aware that a lot of you are yearning for scholarship opportunities, and it is a matter we have taken on board seriously. I am also aware that national service postings will be out very soon, and I know my able national youth organizer, who used to be deputy boss for NSS, is capable of handling the national service posting. When the national youth organizer was speaking, he made mention of the fact that there's a need to provide and support you financially, that is, subventing you for a period of time. I remember when I was national youth organizer, I was giving subvention to all our institutions. It was around those times, around 100 thereabouts. And you remember 200 Ghana. I was discussing with His Excellency the Vice President, looking at the numbers, 250. On the average, if we do about 5,000, that would be 1.250. So for 2 semesters, we are only looking at 2.5 million. I think that His Excellency the Vice President, we can do this. We can do this. Because that in itself will be motivation enough to enable you to organize your programs on campus. And I don't think that it is out of place. So, Regional Minister, what I would expect that you would do, I remember when Edumazi was the Regional Minister, in a central region alone, every year, he manages to organize party for Tescon members in the central region. I want to see that happening this year. I want to see that happening this year. Give her a very big shout. Give her a very big shout. You are on campus now. You are Tescon members. You will be finishing school, obviously. I don't want you to finish school as Tescon members, then you join former Tescon associations. We've all been part of this movement. Very soon, the party will be unveiling its new ID card system. Very soon, the party is sending polling station registers to all polling stations of our party. We expect that as Tescon members. Your membership of this party is not because you are a Tescon member. It is not because you are a national officer. It is not because you are a regional officer. It is not because you are a constituency officer. It is not because you are electoral area coordinator. It is because you belong to a polling station. So I expect that when the register is open, all of you will go back to your constituency, go back to your polling station and get yourself registered as a member of the party belonging to a polling station. It is only that will enable you to be part of decision-making process. I have seen over the years that members of Tescon finish school and they get stranded. I have motivated most of them to get themselves involved in party activities at the local level. I can't see why you cannot be polling station chairman. I can't see why you cannot be electoral area coordinator. I can't see why you cannot be constituency officer. I can't see why you cannot be regional officer. And I cannot see why you cannot be a national officer of our party. As we speak now, the entire party machinery, both organization and administration, is run by former Tescon members of our party. I finished school 23 years ago. Yes, it's true. I became constituency secretary of a constituency. And for working for 18, 20 years ago, I am now the general secretary of the party. You can also be like that. You can also be like that. And yours may even be shorter. You don't have to spend 23 years before you become general secretary of the party. And I have seen not only members of Tescon running the entire party. I'm looking forward to a situation where from national chairman to the youth organizer and even the Nasara coordinator will all be former Tescon active members of our party. It is important we take note of that. I believe strongly that with the support and motivation and the comportment and commitments that you've exhibited over the years, we will see in our lifetime leaders rising through the ranks. And when some of our current leaders are no more, including His Excellency the Vice President, some of you will take over and help push this country forward. I want to once again thank you very much for this opportunity and wish to assure you that the office of the General Secretary, and if you come to my office, all my staff are former Tescon members of our party. My office is open up to you. My office is available to assist you in your any day, anytime. We must definitely break the aid together for the love of our party and our country. The way for Tescon is and remains forward. Tescon. 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 Thank you very much. Thank you very much.